Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a top tips for a flawless face. These basically are my tips on how you can achieve a flawless face with different products and how to apply them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys get something out of it and learn something, because that's what I'm here for. Also, yeah, I don't think I have anything important to tell you, just that I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, I'm going to get straight into it and I will see you soon. Bye! So my number one step in achieving a flawless face is primer. You need to make sure you get a primer that works for your skin. So whether you have oily skin or dry skin or a combination of both, it is essential to get one that meets the needs for your skin type. For me, I have oily skin and my pores are very visible, so I need a primer that will disguise my pores and create a really smooth finish for my foundation to glide over. For me, that is the Benefit POREfessional. This primer is fantastic in doing what I need it to do. I have tried different primers like Mary Kay, I've tried Australis, and also MAC Prep and Prime, all of which that I really like. I just tend to find myself always reaching for this baby right here. Totally worth getting a good primer. So I'm literally just going to put a pea-sized amount on my finger and apply my primer in the areas that my pores are quite visible. So this would be around my nose, on the top of my forehead, and then I just glide whatever excess I have over the rest of my face. My second tip for achieving a flawless face is foundation. Firstly, don't always reach for a foundation that says full or maximum coverage. Try going for one that says light to medium or buildable. This way you can work it up to the coverage you want. And sometimes a flawless face is one that still looks like skin. So by getting a foundation that's only medium coverage and being able to build it to the coverage you want, can be better and can look better than a full coverage foundation. It does depend on the foundation you get as to how it looks on the skin. So for me, I use the L'Oreal True Match, and I find that this works quite well on my face, even though I do have quite oily skin. But the reason it works is because I use a primer first. I've tried so many different foundations over the past couple of years, really searching for that one holy grail foundation, and I really feel that this L'Oreal True Match is my holy grail foundation. It's not a full coverage foundation, it's probably medium and I can build it. It's very buildable, but it still leaves my skin looking like skin, and it's so nice. I use the color W3. When I have a tan, it works perfectly. When I don't have a tan, it is a teeny little bit too light for me, too dark for me, but that's okay because I can fix that up with other products. Also, I just wanted to add in that applying your foundation with a relatively clean brush is essential. If you have a brush that has not been washed in weeks, you'll find that your foundation won't go on as well as it actually can. So wash your brushes, girls. So as I said, I use the L'Oreal True Match foundation in W3, and as for application, I put a bit onto the back of my hand. I always say hand really weird. I just do 2 pumps, and it's quite a runny formula, and I literally swipe it on my cheeks, my chin, my forehead, and down my nose, and then I wipe the excess on other spots. And then I apply it with my Sigma flat top kabuki brush. I start by just pushing the product into my skin all over where I've swiped the product. And by pushing the product into your skin, it's really making sure that the product kind of covers your pores. And then once I've pushed it into the skin, I go over it in buffing motions, because when you buff your foundation, it also leaves a really nice finish, almost like an airbrush type finish. So today for me, I'm going to add a bit more extra coverage on my cheeks and my chin, and also a bit on my forehead. So pretty much all over my face, but it's only going to be a really light second layer. And this is just to cover some blemishes that I've got on my face, and also just add a little bit of extra coverage because I have quite a few freckles. I don't want to cover them all, but I do want to cover them a little bit. This time I grab just whatever product is left on my hand and just again push it into my face on the spots that I really want the coverage. So my next step is concealer. Choosing the right concealer with the right undertones is key to concealing your face. You can use concealer for many different things. You can use concealer for under your eyes, to highlight, to hide blemishes, to reduce redness, and so on. Highlighting with the concealer is also a great way to brighten the highest points of your face. I have talked about highlighting and contouring in a highlighting and contouring video, so I'll link that below, so for whoever hasn't seen that video, you can go and have a look at how I highlight and contour. I use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, so this is a pink based concealer. So I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, and I use this only to brighten under my eyes and to disguise the dark circles that I do have. I like to just use one pump, not even one pump. I try to be as sparing as I can because this product is quite small and it's so easy to use or to pump out too much. So I try to pump out maybe like half, and sometimes I get more than that. But basically I use my finger and dab under my eye, just pretty much in like 3 dots, and depending on how much I want to cover, I will use more. Then I basically just kind of spread the concealer out into a bit of a triangle under my eye, and I also conceal in this little inner corner bit of the face. And then once I've spread out the concealer with my finger, I like to go in with my foundation brush, which has it just has very minimal product left on it because I've used it to buff in my foundation. And then I buff in the concealer. Again, just kind of pushing it into my skin. So you can tell that it has definitely brightened under my eye area, but I'm going to use a different concealer to highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to use the Napoleon Concealer Pot, and I'm going to use the yellow toned concealer in this pot to do so. And I'm just going to pick it up with just a normal concealer brush and dip it into the pot and paint it on the places where I want to highlight. Across the forehead or forehead, however you want to say it, down the nose, and I can never get that in a straight line, across my cupid's bow, along my chin, and around my nose. Again, I'm going to buff this in with my foundation brush. So now you can see that my skin is looking brighter in the areas I want it to look brighter. It's concealed under my eyes and I have quite a nice base. Now this brings me to my last tip for achieving this flawless face, and that is setting powder. You need to set your foundation A for longevity, B so your product doesn't move, and C to just ensure that whatever product you're putting on top of your foundation doesn't sort of stick to the foundation that you've used. Because if you don't powder off a liquid or a cream foundation and then you go and contour or highlight with powders, that product will stick to your liquid or cream foundation and it won't blend the way you want it to blend. Setting your foundation is key, is the last step before you do anything else to your face. And for me, I use the Mary Kay Translucent Loose Powder. A really, really good drugstore one is the Face of Australia Translucent Powder, which I also have. I alternate between the two. I really like both. I really like both of them, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use my Mary Kay Translucent Powder. It's a big fluffy brush to apply this all over my face, especially concentrating on the under eye area, ensuring that the concealer that I've placed there doesn't crease. And as you can see, I'm literally patting this onto my face to ensure that the powder sinks in and really sets the foundation. So that was the last step in achieving a flawless face. basically you do these 4 things and you can achieve a flawless face in not a long amount of time really. It doesn't take me very long to do this of a morning, and this is pretty much my foundation routine. Primer, foundation, concealer, setting powder, and then I go ahead and contour, do my brows and my eyes and my lips, etc. And I waved my magic wand and the rest of my makeup was done. Magic. Anyway guys, that was my top tips for a flawless face video. I really hope you guys got something out of it and learned something along the way. They're my 4 easy tips for, just for applying your makeup to achieve a flawless face, and also how to choose the right products. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, because that really helps to get my videos out there. And I mean, if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, don't. Simple as that. But yeah, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe. That also helps to get my videos out there, and comment, etc, etc, etc. I'll leave all the links to everything in the down bar below to what I used. I'll also leave a detailed sort of description of what I said, and yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!